Good evening and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Femme Talk with me, Keitseng, and this is how we will be rocking and rolling this Wednesday. Re tla be ntse re buisana hela ka dikgang tse eleng gore di ama bo mme hela ya ka o itse e le tlwaelo gore la boraro makgatana thapong ke gone hana ha eleng gore re a be re buisana ka dikgang tse eleng gore di ama bo mme tse eleng gore women take interest in, and of course appreciating men who are rooting and standing for women. And in doing that today, I am with the beautiful woman and designer. We're talking women in fashion. We're talking seasons and fashion. Ke paka engwe e pharologanyo e leng goreng ke tle ke bone ha go ka re ra pe ro ka re ha re ipatlele nna tota ke le boteng. So it's very important for us to check with those people ba leng gore ka gale le gale banna ba le mo go tsa kapari ba le bella gore go aparo yang re lebega ka tselentseng yang, so that we get to understand how do you still keep in season, how are you looking good as well but looking so dressed well for the season e leng mo go yone. Let me welcome you this evening, Mundle.
Hi, thank you very much for the invite.
And it's been a long time since I've sat across you like this and had an interview with you. And before I forget, let me also make a highlight that you are behind Mad Designs. So umosiri uleka Mad Designs.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining me and talking about women in fashion. Do you think it's an important topic to first begin with? Do you think it's important for us to talk about fashion, to talk about how we look, and talk about fashion in seasons?
Yeah, it is.
Why do you say that?
I think as women, sometimes we like I think happy fashion is determined by the mood. Because when it's winter, I feel like oops, but no one's going to be looking at me. So when it's summer, you go all out. So winter, but but there's a way of looking more fashionable winter, like all seasons. Summer, winter, how change.
Oh, all right. And today you're wearing this beautiful outfit. What does it say about your mood? You're talking about fashion, you're talking about your mood, you're talking about a representation of your feelings. So what are you feeling today with how you're dressed?
I'm happy. Super Particularly
what? I get a super freedom of expression, you know.
Okay.
So when I'm express
it's just confidence. Like how today I'm in that mood and I have to go all out. I don't care I'm not selling anything. Like when you go all out as a fashion designer, right? And that's how you get customers. How it's okay, so when they ask you where do you get that, you're confident to say I did this by myself.
I didn't.
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
my design. You're confident enough to say that.
You wear the brand.
You wear the brand every day, every season.
All right. Speaking of the brand, can you take somebody who is Montle? We already said you are the face behind Met Design, but can you take us through just a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. And I think it's the first time you introduce.
Yeah, very first.
Okay, yeah. My name is Muntleran Tatana, a lady of 32 years this year. I'm from Shoshong. That's where I was born. Yes. And being a fashion designer, I think is a gift because I grew up like that. I didn't study fashion at school. And I have a degree in professional design. I studied graphic design.
Ooh.
Yes.
So you went from being a graphic designer to deciding, actually, I want to design and I want to do fashion design. The shift, because you are saying when you went to school, you didn't go study fashion. So o lemogile after lebaka le le kae gore me nna tota ke motho le letsela ha ke re ke batla go nna designera gongwe ne ke sa e lebella sentle vision ele ha ile gore ne le vision ele modimo ha nna re designing na ra fashion designing not graphic designing.
Yeah, actually, when I was in primary school drawing, I'll draw like how one said I'll be drawing somebody after I'll give her that piece of paper where I was drawing that kind of person. And then from there, I can do something out of this young kid. So she'll make money out of me, like doing projects at our school. And then from 5, she pushed me and you need to do fashion, but I didn't like fashion. So I textile design. And then I wanted to shift to do fashion. Then they said it's full, that the class was already full. There's no space for me. I continued with textile design. While I was in textile design, I had customers because I'll design some clothes for myself. Then people admire or want. I just get so passionate about it. I just took it light. And I didn't even know my vision what I'll be here today. Honestly, I didn't like sewing at all.
What did you like instead?
Drawing.
So when no ipona o le mo go tsa botaki no ipona o tshwantsha.
Yeah.
Do you still draw now?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. That's new to me. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that's why I make costumes.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I always make for Mrs. Botswana.
Oh, so
Yeah.
because you draw the inspiration first, o lebile go le mo picturing first, and then you can now bring it to life or in a full costume.
Yeah.
Let's get to you doing textile design. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
What does it entail? I remember I did home economics, but I think I was just doing it.
Yeah.
Because I was a lady and ladies did fashion. They did home economics, food and nutrition and everything like that. So when you got to study textile designs, what did textile design entail?
They cover more especially about fabrics. You learn different types of fabrics, like how do they behave when it's heat, when it's cold, and then you learn tie and dye. You learn those basic things. Yeah.
Gore ke he leng gore perfect gore o ka dira tie and dye mo go yone, o ka dira eng mo go yone, nylon e dira ka tsela e ntseng yang and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting aspect or to look at it, because would you say somehow no go tshwanetse e ne le the right route to have gone about it? Ke ra gore o lebile gore gompieno e ya ka o le mosegi gongwe o kgona go lebella gore ke season ena, mme ha go le season ena ke ka dirisa letsela lena yana, kana mmele wa motho ona o batla letsela le le ntseng yana because maybe o ka freya kana go ka diregelang and all that. Do you think it played a role?
Yeah, it did. It did, because I think as time goes by, it gave me that courage, because people will come to me. If I would have no, I don't want to do it, I wouldn't be here today, because I do believe somehow little by little it drove me to have this passion in fashion. That's where I met Minister Unity Dow by then. Yeah, she's the one who somehow opened my eyes to say, why did she call me? Because I didn't even approach her. There's something in me that I have to work on. Yeah.
So you dressed her?
No, I dressed one of the council at Muchudi. So somehow they met, and then he introduced me to her. That's when she called me for a dinner. And then from there she said, can you work together in partnership? I was like, wow, there's something in here. So I have to do something. Yeah.
That's a very nice way to look at it. Now we see the rebirth of Med Designs. Tell us about Med Designs, because lan no udira o itatolla ga o ratile wa se ga o sa rata wa itulela gape re tla tlhola re go tswetse pelo hela yalo, but you wouldn't do anything for us until you're in the mood to do it. But now I can call Matt and say, Matt, can you please design a nice dress for me, and you can show up for me. You know what, I want to take this now as a business. Apart from after the change, the transition of you meeting Unity Dow and realizing there's something in you, when did you now decide to say, now I'm taking this as a business?
Okay, there was a time where Nikele Mutshari shoot. So then we met this designer. So it was a mess. So Hey, the bride was crying. Imagine it was a wedding on that day, and 3 a.m. we were there waiting for the clothes. That's where my revolt came in. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start designing, and only for the brides. I don't want to see them crying like this. I'll make sure that I meet the deadlines. And from that moment, I started. That's why even to this day, I don't want to disappoint anyone.
So unole mozhari wa di apara dilwana tse di manyanya.
I told them, bring, I'll do it for myself. No, like imagine.
So you let the bride enjoy the day ya gagwe sulking. But the only day that comes once. Oh, bontle. Ha ke le bride ye gompieno ke bona o sega o itse re nka every day ha ke go bona.
Hey, there's no time.
That's a very interesting concept to look at it. And I know also you have a passion for kids. In a few minutes, can we look into now your inspiration to now introducing Mad Kitties Academy in the picture and you trying to nurture children's talent in different aspects?
Yes. Okay, as time goes on, and that's like I was reflecting to like where I come from, right? That's like, okay, when I was a kid, I used to draw, I used to sew. I believe there's a kid of 5 years old, 3 years old, 4, who's more like me. So that's when I decided to open Mad Kids Academy to help those young ones to identify that talent while they are young. Because I could imagine if I could have started when I was young, where would I be at this age? I could be far. So I don't want to like look back and regret or anything, but I had to pass the gift that I have into these young ones. That's why I even have 4-year-old child, which is very good, and I have 6 years old. There's one of 11-year-old. He has a business now. I think you saw him on Facebook.
The one who was, who made it to the Forbes under 30.
Yes.
Oh my God, Lethabo. Yes.
He's doing quite well.
He's doing quite well. Congratulations, man. Can you pride yourself and say that's my kid?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the kids ba ke bonang ba tswa mo diatleng tsa gago ba ileng gore gompieno. Not only are you growing their talents, but you're growing you're growing their confidence. Do you know gore ga gona so se botlhoko ya ka gore o le ngwana o bo sa kgone go tshepa gore ga gona le sengwe se o ka se dirang mo botshelong? So do you feel like maybe if you had seen that hand at that age, you also would have been a better product had you, like you're saying, had you started by that time? Did you lack that hand that showed you, this is the direction in which you are supposed to move in?
Yeah, I did, because there's a lot of change that I had when I was young. So I did.
You're not elaborating. You're telling me about the challenges. Or we challenges. Could you take us through those challenges?
Yeah, I had a family challenge. When I was 13 years, there was a family friend, my mom's friend, who tried to rape me, and then imagine at the age of 13. So I lost self-esteem. I forget about like the vision that I had, the goal that I had. I think I told all my siblings, even my mom. That time he didn't want to hear anything about me, even my grandmother. So as a child, when you are being pushed away, you become like, okay, I give up TV, I'm nothing. I lost the hope, actually. Like, it's in school, just because of that trauma. Because my vision. So I think that's where I fell, like the moment that men came into my life. So I can hope all these kids, maybe there's this kid, maybe she's going through what I went through, and now, but my sister, she's one who was pushing me, taking me to teacher school to apply, but I didn't have any vision, like any goal or any belief that I can be somebody. Yeah, but she was there pushing me.
I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. But also, I always say that within every so gongwe hande go sa nna le kgwetlho eo re sa re go siame gore o bo e ranetse gongwe nka bo sa kgona go nna yaka go ntse yalo akere.
Yeah, very true.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go for a quick break, and right after that we'll be continuing on with the conversation and exploring more into the topic of today, talking about women, fashion and seasons. Go aparwa ka tse lentseng yang go botlhokwa jang gore o lebege ka o siame ka nako tsotlhe. Dina la me ke nna Boipelo Keitseng, and this is Femme Talk. fetsa sebaka se ke be gape ke go amogele go tsweng ko breaking mo bokhutshwanyana bo hela ba rona bo re tla be re ntse re tswelela yalo mo thulaganyong ya rona ya Femme Talk ka leina ke video go te boipelo Keitseng kgosigadi mo thulaganyong ya rona ya Femme Talk today we have invited Montle very beautiful like her name says we itse ha go te leina le ile marelong ke gone mo re go lebileng gompieno re lebile mo go tsa kapa re ga Montle hela ka ditebego o Montle le mo diatleng go dira she's also talking about how she's an artist go khona go draw something I've never been able to do so gona go bona di talent di khona go tsawe be di a go tshera mo bathong ba bangwe which is very great for us to be embracing the talent and also getting to appreciate the work that you're doing in your community. I think one thing that now I want us to get in kind of resonation in fashion and what it means to you in a deeper level.
Okay, sometimes you find that mostly the youth, they express their feelings through the outfits. That kind of like awkward, comfortable, and then people judge her of the way she's dressing. But you find that if you sit down with that kid, you'll find that there's more out of that. Some they find they want attraction or attention out of the way I bring that thing. Who last your attention or who delay out of abuse, you know, what relates. And I express like I diapar. Or you find that Hana or empty. Like she's empty inside. There's a void inside. Some didn't even have confidence at all. So green, yellow, pink, so yeah, they really say a lot.
So to a certain extent, fashion says a lot about our character and who we are.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm wondering where I fall within the spectrum. I'm trying to figure out. So I said on a personal level, bring it for example to yourself now.
For me, like every day. Okay, that time that when I wake up, maybe I'm going through a lot of challenges. So I don't allow those challenges or I'm facing any kind of challenge. So I make sure the outfit I'm gonna put on that day, they kill those challenges at all. So when then you are like, wow, you feel yourself, you are overcomer. So if I go along with the challenge, today my mood. I don't even comb my hair, I get my hair. Because at that sometimes they heard how much calm, I can host a right. I'll be fashionable but really subtle.
Yeah, we get
so it differ. When you go for dinner, you go for any occasion, you go to church, but at outfit, it differs so and so on. You are down, it will say everything.
You are saying in a person's perspective who doesn't know fashion or sa tlhaloganyeng kapari o sa tlhaloganyeng gore go harologana ha kae gona le wa itse gore gona le batho ba bannang ba hapana le ko bayante. I'm so sorry to say this, but what you could never tell what this person was okay. What about you could never even think they're going to the office. You could never even tell. So can you give us a picture of different occasions and what you would wear to different occasions, how you would represent yourself in different places?
Okay, going to church, you can look formal, you can look smart casual. But hagore wa pare this kind of fabric thing bling blings. Like you're not dramatic kind of. Just need to be calm. I was gonna house and I go, you don't have attention, all eyes on you. So I could going there to pray, to watch my everything. So I need to be cool.
But what about the bling bling person and I wanna look bling bling on that day?
It shouldn't be too much. Like
what is too much, what is too little?
You know, okay, example, you can't wear an outfit and what will be going for glitter and glamour outfit, which is for evenings, and then you go to church wearing that. You can wear when you go for a wedding, right? You can wear, what can I say? This kind of dress and what it's a for dinner, like red carpet kind of. And so you need to be like in between. No, you shouldn't be too much, but you have to be presentable, but not too much.
So ideally, what kind of a dress would I incorporate? So maybe I would incorporate a sense of bonebo bodina, but gape e casual.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then there's an issue of color. Color communicates mood. Color communicates a lot of things also. For somber mood, more of which I know in Malaysia, black means respect, which I think also in paying respect to the deceased again. So I would want to understand color in the fashion language more than the.
I really like that thing because yeah, they do. Because I have a customer, pink. Yes.
Hi, boo.
Yeah, because things have changed. You can wear any kind of clothing going good. So
in terms of fashion, what does color say? Are we losing the culture of color conveying a message and color conveying emotions too?
Yeah, we lost it into wear all black. This time we invite you for the certain event, you have to come wearing purple. We invite you to come to this, you have to come wearing this shades of red, shades of pink. So color, you just play around with color. They don't have any meaning. So how you are some shy, they prefer these dark colors. They're not confident enough to wear bright colors. So shy. But those who are what can I say? Babu and Tat.
Let's say
loud. Very loud.
Are they loud? Let's put it in outspoken. Let's put it there.
So they are not shy. They will go with any color, but they prefer bright colors. Yellow, two bright colors.
In your whole existence of joining fashion world and ho Kidi code the fashion styles. I know there's funky ways, there's formal ways, there's the type of dressing that up to this very particular point as a fashion designer, you just don't gel with. You just don't gel with it.
I think I've accepted because my customers are dramatic. They're dramatic because it's like, okay, I'm used to making this type of outfit, but they're always challenging me. And nowadays I'm making those like incredible like outfits that I've never made before.
For instance, the outfit you're talking cocktails.
And wears.
Cocktails are what kind of dressings?
Short dresses with corsets, and some, I don't know what to call them because like the other half, it's just the mesh skin out. The other side, it's there's a fabric. So I'm used to. So whenever a customer come, I can't say I can't do it or anything. I have to flow with them and make them because they can't believe in what a met.
Yeah, this is.
It's fit and take.
So, would you say in a way, Unali, your personal view of morality, which is also entailed in clothes, and also renale ngao ya rona ileng gore ka tsela ngwe e re godisa re itse gore go motho ha mme o tshentse gore a apare a thiba mele go na le di societal expectations hela tse ileng gore di teng goreng go apariwe go thibiwa goreng and le wena ke a itse gore o mme wa mokriste. Am I wrong there? Am I wrong there?
No.
So do you ever find any of these things interjecting and in conflict? E le gore wena ya nong boipelo tla batla go ntsha ha ya nong wena o filela reish kana mme go mo tempela modimo ha o go iphitlhela khantela o preachitsenya ha le o re buletse di scripture.
Yeah, I can say, okay, you will come as a customer and say, I wanna, there's this outfit, I think it's fashion nowadays. You show the bust. without the bra inside. So now I make sure mesh. Make sure on heavy and then as a customer I have another mesh, she'll be like happy, and then I'm like, wow, now she can go.
You're manipulating us, Gala.
Yeah, some have reduce. I want to see this. I want it to be revealed. So I have to respect her because we differ. I can't force her. Who am I? So I have to flow with her, respect her. But at the same time, don't you think it's short? Can't you put it a little bit low?
So, but
in a polite way, because I get a hard look on missing her tape. Make it more short. So if you can go and like this for contestant about what maybe about something more painting. They said, okay, can you do shorts, not this thing, so to make it.
And it's the in thing. Nowadays, we just do donating mesh nets and laces all around. And the more we tell it, mo di titising hela na very tiba hela ha go tiba gante mo gongwe be re tlogela hela go tsama hela go ntse ya lo mma.
And because I have to post, right?
Yeah.
So the customer said, I'm happy, and then I have to post. So I won't post. Then I'll hear they were complaining that why I supposed to my outfit.
But in general now, our society, the norms, the expectations, and the tradition. What is your status quo also in collaboration to appreciating fashion and how dynamic it is?
I can say we can look beautiful, rapidly decent.
Because what is beautiful and decent?
We don't need to reveal the flashy thing, like revealing the thing, the past, revealing the like our body, our flesh. There's a way of looking beautiful. Like you see, I'm looking beautiful and presentable, but can't be covered, right? Not what I'm judging them way anyhow, but.
What a judging again. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here discussing fashion. We're looking into different attires in different seasons and go incorporate that one dio tse gore ga ntsontso re ka matsela ya lo ntsontso wa aparela di event ya lo ke go hemo eleng gore go siame ke go hemo eleng gore ha ga siama. And in doing that, we're with a fashion designer and also looking at the cons and the pros of fashion in different aspects. Re bile letsangwa hela. I'm with Monte in studio, and this is Femme Talk. I am Keitseng. We're going for a quick break, and then right after the break, we'll be continuing on with the show. Welcome back from that quick break. We're continuing on with the show just like that. The show is called Femme Talk, and if you have just joined us, we're on the last part of the show, but you could still tune by and if it's sending love, you can definitely send love for me and for Montle and my crew, of course, just to tell us how much you appreciate us. But I also appreciate you and the time that you've taken here. We're talking about women, we're talking about fashion, we're talking about seasons. How do you maintain culture and still being fashionable? How do we also keep up with the dynamic cultures and attires and incorporate all the aspects of fashion and all that? That is the topic for today. And I am with Mwendle in studio to discuss this topic. Let me welcome you back from that break, Mwendle. Ono santse bua hela ka ha eleng goreng re tshwantse gore re lebege decent nyana in as much as re ntse re batla go nna fashionable yalo ke se ka itlela khantele slitisa ka be ke sa itse gore yano a se kompeng kana se go kae go hale. I think one thing it's a very controversial issue is your has been always bringing controversy. Yeah, my body, my choice. If I'm going to want to wear bum shorts, man, I'm gonna rock my bum shorts. And also, if I want to wear this long dress to any club that I wanna go to, then I'ma do it. So ke batla ke tlhaloganya gore re buile ka di occasion be re bua ka dikgang tsa gore tshwantse gore o kgone go phika occasion e o yang go yone o bo kgona go phika gore go batliwa ka pari entseng yang go occasion e o yang go gone kana la go ka se ka gate re batla ka pari entseng yana mo go wena o bo itse gore mme kana ha ke ya go kerekeng ke tshwantse gore ke cover ke bipe mele ke reng ha ke ya kwana ke tshwantse gore ke apare ka tsele entseng yana ha go te funky or wear like you don't want yourself. This is how I'm supposed to be dressing. I think now the interesting topic that I also want us to talk about is fashion in seasons. Ha go le mariga motho ha modimo ebe ke go te ke attend a black tie event. Ke dira yang gore o ska no ka re I'm immune to cold, but honoring the theme as well.
It's very simple. Like today, I was designing this beautiful and nice outfit and decent as well. For one, I think like reality. It was one hand gown. The other side, she might feel cold, quietly. Maybe I'm not going to do anything. So then I put a launchy food on the side so that if she's cold, then she can cover herself. You see, she's going to feel warm but nice at the same time because it has laces. It's very nice. And then you can even put on, this is a dress, but underneath I have a long sleeve jersey kind of. So I feel warm, but still I look presentable and I'm smart. Like I look nice in a little bit of coat. Or kore ha gore e ne ka kare go mariga yanong ha se tshware batla go tsenya stress yanong gore le office ta helano o tsa le fleecenyana tsanya tema tsama. So you can still look very nice when it comes to winter. It's simple. We have different types of the boots. You go with color. You say, okay, I can wear maybe coat the red, boot the red, okay, all black because black is warm, and then you go to work. It's very easy. Maybe you have a coat that doesn't have sleeves. You put sometimes long sleeve, but you have to be careful of colors. It's gonna run. You are putting on the orange coat, then there's yellow earrings. Because we pay attention as women, how we are dressing. Maybe we got to go to the wrong haro lebelele. Ba go lebile. They won't tell you. Yeah. So you see, you look so beautiful, but still you look smart.
Yeah.
And you are warm.
All right. I think one of the things that I'll never understand. Kanto go hara khone go groovung re sa apara di bum shots no matter gore go sera. Kana we suri. I'm just always there cold. But one thing that I've noticed about people by itisa no shame. We drip first, drippers forever. How do you look stylish when you're going to a club, a bar, and you still want to look fashionable? You still want to look like twiggy.
I wish I could have sketched, because in my imagination I can imagine like how I could choose, like for you, this is how you have to dress. This outfit you can put on, maybe it's a skinny jean and then a boot and then tight vest underneath, or bosanga kude fa you're gonna get put it on your shoulder. You'll be like amazing. Okay. So because if you put on the shorts, and in the long run you get cold, you're gonna miss a lot of events.
Thank you, Basita.
Thank you, Basita. But me, I think there's this infection in it, and
True. And let's look at kids and fashion now. Young girls and fashion. There is where sometimes we wanna make our little girls look pretty. Re batla go dira di matching outfit nyana. But gona le nako engwe ha khona go eta o feel gore me o ka re ngwana o le wa apesitswe segolonyana. Ngwana o le nka re wa apesitswe mo go seng appropriate for a kid. How do you now balance keeping fashion for kids, especially when we look at girl children? E be re bua gape re khona go lemoga gore nna ke le mogolo ke ka apara yana e be go siama, but I can't take this outfit e be ke itsenya mo.
No, this is very interesting because bana ba ithopela and ba re gaisa, because you're going to wear this type of outfit, or nope, I don't want this. I want this type of shorts, and I want this, like that, choosy. So they make things easier for you. Your advice, no, I think it won't be nice if you put this, but you can add that, a little bit of this shade and this, then they can understand. But before, but today by topel. And then there's this kind of outfit where bana ba yapar, like resunta lebella milo angwan. I get it to ba develop ka bonako. So ha ngwa para di tights hela ba vesta ba tswayan. So you find that ngwana o sa go di le milo wa bonal. So go avoid body abuse and all kind of sorts, we have to really pay attention mo ga pesemban. Es ka re nya ke ngwana ke melo go shape le mo ntle ne bore. Miniana bo ma pesa kana bo this tights and they reveal the body one. So what thing when ntshitla as a design hands when I piece, it's like she can put on that and then something long shirt t-shirt nyana or long top but ko le smart nyana.
I think we should talk about it lengthily without even brushing through it, because it's something that I've seen, especially for content creators. If you look at our YouTubes, if you look at our TikToks, if you look at all the social media platforms, gona le bana ba ileng gore ba dirisiwa ele differences. Gonna ka mosese we ileng gore montle o ka o apara ga se mosese we ileng gore ngwana o ileng gore o 15 kana o bone bo 5 years 10 years o ka o apara. Gona le gore ha gongwe be re confuse that le gone gore khantele ebe ngwana I want to believe there are nice handbags, little bags nyana tse leng gore ke tsa bana, usually tse di tshwantshitsweng bo babi tse di rileng, but gona le mo e leng gore ha gongwe itlhala le even makeup malatsing e bile re ba tsenya le di lace wigs. Ha ke tlhaloganye gore mo gone but let's look at the importance of a kid looking their age and dressing their age.
Yeah, it's like rabai, because you find that we are putting our interest more by name. On that kid, I know it's like Rabarons had the channels or their time. Because Ottawa Hawana handbag Omaha that outfit revealing and then but there's a way of making your child or niece or anybody look beautiful one. Miss Botswana. Even that ba pere go ntle and bantsi bo ba bidonyana bantse bana ga ba lebe ga ba golo, but still gonna nice. I like go be tar ba pesa go ngore no like ke ma pese go simple ngwana ke ngwana.
Le makeup I think ha lo rwa motsa sa le bege le ngwana. O ska mo imetsa ya no di concealer, lashes, li dinala and everything like that.
And I feel like we are destroying skin someone because hana konse sama skin sin na damage nyan and find that go tswa ka ikgakala ngwana sentse le moyenyan. Even the scalp of someone, you find that is being abused ale moyenyan. Ha ya go gola teng go affect the past. Gape at the age of 3 years 4 years bana ba bona. You can think gore ngwana ga bone wa ba bona so se dirang o khona go gola e so re wa rata e be go mo go tla go ma affecta ntsa gola because like you are planting tlabi mo nganeng ha gola simolla go nna tlabi a neng as a mother we potsa gore what happened to my daughter, why I nan go mo go tswa kai go you planted something, so now go nantse go gola go itse ka moso wa go palla.
All right. Before closing, can we look at the upcoming events that you're having? I'm aware that you're having a competition for kids, a singing competition for kids, and also, what else, a fashion show?
21st September this year. Yeah.
You're just like...
All right. We'll be having this event at Main Mall because I was really... I love this open space in front of NDB. Yeah, NDB, because it's more like youthful, artistic kind of like art. So I already have the license from the council. I paid for it. So the event will be on that space. Will be closing though because tickets will be sold out. So this will be a competition between the Form 4s and Form 5 students and even the out of school youth. If it's from 3, if it's from 5. I'm trying to help Mwana because why am I doing this? GUC it like a sponsorship for one no participate or high discount. If if it's from 3 and then now to repeat job where it's out to have a degree in future or to have a diploma. But hi Joanna and then there's a course of 600 right? So hi Joanna ba pass a course o mahala a certificate. O can go but I want to progression. I was a degree a half. Honga hi Joanna who register the hearts and number 1 number 2 number 3. Still it's a discount of 10%. With your course you new until I have 500 per month, 600 per month. It's affordable. Any picture by sharing or the parent can afford to pay a little bit discounted. And then high heads our DTF I want to progress. They can sponsor after Sukita progress so then she can have something because I'm trying to reduce this thing of unemployment or a youth and like being a sokwal. Because I'm a testimony, so I want to see other youth basafara because it's very painful. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, gatelela kgang ya gore di-ticket di bona go kae bana ba registeriwa for bone bao ba ileng gore ba na le talente tse ileng gore ba tshwantse go di supa kana o eletsa gore ba go di supa so that motsadi o ileng gore go ngona le ngwana o ileng gore they see talent in, they can also contact you.
Yeah, registration is done go officing extension 2 Mahaboron. They can only go there to fill the forms and fee 150 for the out of school youth. Then Form 4 and Form 5 it's free. Ngano we number 1 and maybe this year we are going December. Last year they didn't manage to go because of their challenges, but this year we are going. And then they're gonna win sewing machines, they're going to win a lot of stuff. And then Balangor get out of school, they'll be receiving this sponsorship from GUC. 1,000 full sponsorship, the second one is half, I will square half. The third one is 35% discount. Then all who have registered are 100, 200, all of them, they'll be given 10% discount. The ticket, they are out now, so they can visit our workshop to go and buy. We have 250, Ileba Holo, then Bana is going to be 60. Halida Bole in a Lesenyana. 25 pula.
All right, ma'am, you are doing such a great job. Rabona, within society in Saruna, you're trying to see the gaps and you're trying to fill in how you feel anything. And we applaud you and definitely wish you well in your future endeavors. We'll definitely keep communication and keep contact to also get to check the progress and also advice. Thank you so much for honoring the invite today and have an awesome evening, man. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is how we're coming to the end of the show. Haven't talked about fashion, haven't talked about ethics, haven't talked about the norms, the culture, seasons, how you're supposed to dress accordingly to the event or the space that you are going to. Let's meet again next Wednesday, same time, same place. I am Keitseng and this is Femme Talk Khosigadi. And you can interact with me outside studio, of course, on my social media platforms at Bowie Keitseng. Guys, let's take care of ourselves. Araparing, I don't know, metsi abu titonyan. Araparing, momarihing, ana awagai. Just cover up so that you don't get sick. Let's take care of ourselves and good evening.